Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's been a while since I've done a live on YouTube. Actually, I was going to do a podcast and I ended up getting stood up, so I decided why not do a live. But I've been meaning to get on here for a while because I've been on TikTok. And those of you who are not following me on TikTok, follow me under Seven Circles. You're going to see the same logo. But I got some important information to talk to everyone about. Really, really important information. And you're gonna notice a change in the way that I'm talking because I just did an interview with Les Brown. I'm actually uploading it right now, and I realized I've I've always known this that when I'm talking, I say a lot, and I think a lot of people do that, but I say it a whole lot. So I was listening to a lot of my talks, a lot of my podcasts, and I realized how much I actually said it. You're gonna find out once I upload this interview with Les Brown that I'm uploading right now how much I said it. But that's besides the point. So getting prepared, getting prepared, ladies and gentlemen. It's obvious that the roar isn't the same. That it has changed dramatically within the past 2 years. The so-called pandemic is over. People aren't walking around with masks anymore. Maybe a small percentage still is, but the majority of people are not. That wave of fear, that blanket of fear that was covering the planet, is slowly starting to dissipate. But yet, there still is fear because of the war that's going on, things of that nature. But it's not the same type of fear, right? People shake hands with you now. You guys know that I'm an entrepreneur, and a lot of times when I would meet a new client, they didn't even want to shake my hand. It became really awkward. You have to, or you have to, or you just look in the eye and you go like this, or something like that. We're getting back to normal, and normal isn't necessarily good because normal just means to conform. That's the definition of normal. But I want to talk to you about what's going to happen this year because people get amnesia. They really do. As a human species, we forget really, really fast. We forget extremely fast. And when something occurs, we're caught off guard all the time. It's like we don't learn our lesson. So, what is going to happen? What am I talking about getting prepared? There's so many things on so many levels you need to get prepared about. I'm going to cover I'm going to cover something from the book The Anunnaki, 2022, The Return of the Anunnaki. Those who are familiar with that. I'm going to talk about the looking glass. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the looking glass. This is technology that was discovered, and basically they can look into the future, and there's I guess you could say a prophecy or a forecast of events that are about to unfold this year. We're also going to talk about being prepared financially. We're going to talk about being prepared spiritually, physically, emotionally. If you were prepared in 2020, how would your life be different right now? If you were prepared with toilet paper, if you were prepared with food, there's things going on right now where people are talking about food shortages. If we look at our brothers and our sisters over in Ukraine and in Russia, that they're rationing out water, they're rationing out electricity, yet their rent has doubled, their mortgage has doubled. This could happen to anybody, and normally it happens when we don't expect it, right? Just like 2020, we didn't expect it. Just like many events, we didn't expect it. 2008, we didn't expect it. Life is cyclical, right? And that carries over into the economy as well too. That's cyclical, and it also carries over into nature as well too. Everything is cyclical. So let's start. Since we're seven circles, and seven circles talks about health, wealth, friends, family, love, and spirituality. Let's just talk about first and foremost being prepared, getting your health prepared, because health is first and foremost. Health is first and foremost, and it's interesting because ironically, the interview that I was supposed to do, it was with Sophia Jasmine, and she owns a company where she makes clothes that are plant based, but she's also a vegan, and we were going to talk about that. Hopefully, we can do this again in the future. But besides the point, let's talk about your health. Let's talk about all the people that passed away, unfortunately. I lost my accountant. Yeah, my accountant, right? I lost my accountant, my tax preparer. Okay. Rest in peace. I lost, or rest in power, as we say, rest in love. I lost my sign guy, the guy that makes the t-shirts for my company, the guy that makes the labels for my van for my company. He passed away because of COVID. So I lost two people in my business, and that's not to say all of the family members or extended family members that I lost. And I know a lot of other people lost family as well too. Who was the people, and you guys know the answer to this question, but who was the people that was at risk? Who was the people that was at risk? And it's the people that didn't take care of their health. This is why we're going to talk about health first and foremost, because health is so easy, but yet we don't do it. But we need to do it, right? So physical health, the the waking up and the taking a walk around the block. You know, walking is actually one of the most healthiest things that you can do for your anatomical structure. Just walking, even walking slow, because what that does, it actually lets the organs detoxify. It facilitates the toxification of of the organs. Five main organs they talk about in qigong or in Taoism: your spleen, your heart, your liver, your lungs, and your kidneys. Right? If you can keep those five organs clean and working properly, you're gonna have a long, healthy life. And when you walk, just walk around the block. They call it tiger walking. Tiger walking is when you walk really, really slow, but you walk mindfully, and it's almost like a meditation. It's almost like a meditation, or you just can walk slow, right? But walking again is going to facilitate the toxification of your organs. It's going to move your organs. It's going to make you defecate. It's going to make you urinate, which is what you want. Which is what you want, because that's facilitating health. You're getting these impurities out of your body. So walking is one. Let's talk about another one. And this one people talk about a lot, but not many people do it. And even myself, I only do it 2 times, 3 times a week, and I should be doing it a lot more. And that is meditation. Waking up in the morning, 5 minutes, just closing your eyes, crossing your legs, doing some type of mutra, whatever feels good to you, whatever feels right, and just being there, just focusing on your breath, just focusing on the moment. So far, I'm doing pretty good. So far, I didn't say Les Brown will be proud of me. Les Brown will be proud of me, and we're gonna have a lot more interviews with Les Brown coming. I'm really excited about that. That he's my mentor. I never had a coach before. I never had a mentor before. So the fact that I have Les Brown in my corner, I am really really grateful and really thankful. So you're gonna be noticing a lot of changes in me. Meditation, when you wake up, 5 minutes. That's it. Meditation before you go to sleep, 5 minutes. Just 10 minutes a day. Five when you wake up, five when you go to sleep. This right here, this right here would change your life. This right here will make you focus. I don't know what it does, and it seems like it isn't anything. It seems like it doesn't mean anything, but it is what it does is centers you, it focuses you, and it allows great things to unfold in your life. So get your meditation on. I want before I continue, I want to talk about something, because when it comes to habits, this is saying, right? You make your habits at first, but then your habits make you. And why is it that a lot of people can't keep the habit of something that's healthy? Why is it that you can't keep the habit of walking? I don't walk every single day. It's the consistency, right? Why is it that I don't keep the habit of meditation? I don't meditate every day. Why is it that I don't keep the habit of eating the healthiest that I can every single day? And what I found out is that the reason why a lot of people do not keep their habits, their healthy habits, because we keep the bad habits, right? We do keep the bad habits, but why don't we keep the healthy habits? And the reason why is because we haven't made it into a lifestyle. If something is a lifestyle, then it becomes a habit. Very, very, very important key. If something is a lifestyle, then it becomes a habit. And I want you to take a minute and to really ponder on that. Think about every habit in your life, and then think about how that habit is a lifestyle, it's part of your life. Whether if that's smoking, right? I used to smoke. I know people would get up, they would smoke. After they eat, they would smoke. After they had sex, they would smoke. After they got done doing anything, they would smoke. Once they drink some alcohol, they would smoke. It became a part of their life, of their lifestyle. When they hung around their friends, they would smoke. They will always carry the lighter, right? It was incorporated in their life. It was incorporated in their life. And the same goes with many other things as well too. Whether if it's drinking or whatever type of habits you have, I guarantee you that it's part of your lifestyle. So if this is true with a habit that is negative, with a habit that we do not want, it's also true with the habit that we do want. So if you're the person that wants to walk, what do? Just the way you carry a lighter around, put your shoes, your running shoes, right in front of your bed, right? Put your headset and your headphones in a place where you're going to see them, right? Do something that is going to integrate it into your life so that it will become a lifestyle. Very, very important. Very, very important. So let's just continue. We talked about walking, we talked about meditation. And those of you who are watching, I will appreciate it if you could hit the like button. It's obvious that I'm a small channel and I'm trying to grow this channel. So the more people that hit the like button for me, the more people are going to be able to witness me talking, and this is going to travel around the universe of YouTube. So everybody who's watching, please do me a favor and hit the like button. I really appreciate it. So as we continue walking, meditation, right? What is another thing that could really, really help with health? And we can't undermine this. We can't undermine this, right? Another thing is drinking water, clean water, clean water, drinking clean water. What else? What is water going to do? Just like walking, it's going to it's going to help to purify your body. It's going to help to flush your body out of toxins. It's going to accelerate your digestive system, which also has to do with flushing out toxins. Don't forget, your liver is like a filter, right? Your body is literally a machine. It's a living machine. It's a bio machine. So by drinking water, again, clean water, you're going to accelerate the process of elimination. This is something that you should do when you first wake up. What is the first thing that most people do when they wake up? They go to the restroom. Just drink a big cup of water. A big cup of water. And what you can even do is you can fill that water up. Thank you for the likes. And what you can do is you can even fill that water up and sit it right next to your bed. Sit it right next to your bed. Okay? So we got walking, we got drinking water, and we got walking, drinking water, and we got meditation. What is something else? What is something else? Because normally it takes me about an hour to an hour and a half for me to get ready for my day. Literally, literally. And I mix it up. Sometimes I go running, sometimes I go walking, sometimes I go in the backyard or in the park down the street from my house and I practice some qigong. Other times I'll go to yoga class or I'll do yoga right in my living room. But it has to be something, or I'll do a combination of all of them. Or I will go on the internet. I go on the internet and I will put on Wim Hof breathing techniques, and I practice his breathing technique, which is really, really powerful. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. So again, meditation, walking, drinking water, and the other thing is reading something. Because when you read something, just like meditation, you are starting your day off on a really strong foundation. Really strong foundation. I want you guys to think about something. Just the way that you put your finger in water or you throw a rock in a pond and it ripples out just like this, right? You see it ripple out on like a two-dimensional surface, right? Just like that, right? You see it ripple out. Well, when we have thoughts in our head and when we're thinking, guess what? Those thoughts ripple out, but they don't ripple out like water. They ripple out in every single direction. Every single direction. It's a gigantic ripple. It's like a big, it's like a big, how would you say it? It's like a big aura that's expanding. Okay. I'm looking at a picture of me when I took a picture of my aura. Look at this. Let me see if I can get this right. That's good enough. I guess you guys can see that. So that's my aura. That's the light. Notice how the light is coming off of all directions. It's not just coming off of one direction. And it's the same that when we're thinking, your thoughts are powerful. Have you ever been next to somebody and you just got a funny feeling? Have you ever been next to somebody and you just automatically felt really, really good? Or you picked up on somebody's thought, or you're with your spouse, your girlfriend, or your boyfriend, and all of a sudden you know exactly what they're gonna say, and you guys say it at the same time, or you beat that person, or that person says it, and you go, "I knew you was gonna say that." Thoughts are actually real things. They really, really are. Just because we can't see them, and we need to, really acknowledge that because we can all think. It's just like a magnet. You can't see. You can't see the magnetic force, right? But it's definitely there. It's definitely there. So it's the same thing with this. And when you're reading something positive in the morning, right? When you're reading something that's talking about living your best life, when you're reading something that is telling you about some great information about your anatomy or about God or about anything, that is going to make your day 100 times better. So read something. Just read a couple pages, and it's going to keep you sharp. It's going to keep you sharp. There's been studies of people who read that they are less likely to get dementia and Alzheimer. Reading, right? Reading, 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 reading. So read something that's positive, read something that's uplifting. So being prepared in that type of way, okay? Healthy, right? Healthy. This is your life. This is your life. This is your experience on this physical plane called Earth, right? You cannot participate in this earthly plane if you don't have a body. The prerequisite to participate in this earthly plane, right, is you need a body. You need a body. You need an avatar. It's like if you want to go in a race, you need a car. Your car's the vehicle. Your body's the vehicle. You got to take care of this. You got to take care of it. And the ones that didn't, we've seen them perish. People are perishing every single day. Whether if it's a DMX, whether if it's a Prince Charles, whether if it's I always forget the brother's name, man. Please forgive me. The guy from Black Panther. Whether if it's so many people, Bob Proctor, right? The other Bob from Full House. It doesn't matter who it is. Many people are leaving their bodies. They're done with this experience. So if you want to be here and you want to make this the best life, then you got to take care of your body first and foremost. That's before anything. Anything. Okay. So next thing we're going to talk about, because seven circles health, right? And the next thing is wealth. I really need you guys. I really need you girls. I really need everyone who's watching to really consider on taking care of your health, your wealth. Why? Because it is extremely important. Extremely important. If you don't believe me, go back and do some research and look at the Great Depression. Look at the Great Depression. If you don't believe me, go back and think about 2008, 2009, the people that couldn't get jobs. Think about this. Think about this. Everything is going up, inflation's going up. You need to be on your game with your money. Now, you guys know that I'm an entrepreneur and that I learned about money about 4 years ago. Now I have a pretty good grasp on what money actually is. I know this, right? And let me just show you something. And I don't like to do this too much, but here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not money. This is not money. This dollar bill, right? This isn't money. We know that already. This is a note. I'm sure you guys are briefed on that already. And this can fluctuate, right? 1 minute this can buy you a gallon of gas. 1 minute it buys you a half a gallon of gas. This fluctuates. So when I say get your money straight, I'm not talking about necessarily this, right? This is fiat currency issued by the government. I'm not so much talking about this. What I'm talking about is I'm talking about get your assets ready. Get your assets ready. And what are assets? Assets are things that are going to hedge against inflation, meaning that when inflation goes up, your assets are going to go up. What are some assets? Well, one of them is this right here. This light is so bright. Let me see if I can turn it around a little bit to give you guys a better look. Can you guys see this? Here you go. I have to hold it like that. This is 1 kilo of silver, right? So this goes for about $1,000 probably, somewhere between 900 and $1,000. Okay, you could buy silver also. You can get it a lot cheaper if I can find it. And again, I really want to show you guys this because it's important, and I'm gonna tell you the website where you can buy it off of. You can also get like 1 ounce, right? This will go for about $25. Okay, just something really really small. You can also buy gold as well too. Here's another ounce. Okay, about $25, $26 for this. So I believe the going price of silver right now is like $26 an ounce. The highest that silver has ever been in this country was $50 an ounce. One time that was in 1980. The other time it was in 2012. Most of the time it happens when there's some type of war or there's some type of pandemic or something like that. Okay, what are we in right now? No, not in pandemic. Excuse me, a recession or a depression. What are we in right now? We're in the war, and we're also in a pandemic or a recession. So the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because literally it's still on sale right now. It's still relatively cheap. If you're saving this up, you're gonna have some trouble. It's better to save this than this. And I talk about this a lot in my life because it's very important. I really want you guys to get it. So if you want to buy silver, or if you want to buy gold, right? We call it bullion. There's a couple places where you can buy it. First and foremost, go to your local pawn shop. Go to your local pawn shop. Pretty much guaranteed to have it there. Okay. Another place that you can go to, and I don't have any affiliation with this company, but I'm gonna give them a shout out anyway, is a place called JM Bullion. BULLION.com. JM Bullion. And you could buy it with the credit card. You could buy it with a debit card. You could buy it with a direct wire from your account. You can buy it with what else could you buy it with? You could buy it with cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency. And if you buy it with cryptocurrency, guess what? It's tax free. It's tax free. It's tax free. So very, very important, right? What is another thing that you can buy right now? I know you guys know what I'm gonna say. Cryptocurrency. Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Right now it's on sale again. It's on sale for $38,000. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. If you want, you could buy $1 worth of Bitcoin. But I'm gonna tell you that if you know what's going on right now, and if you are in tune to the markets, which I am somewhat, Okay, I hop around a lot from this to that to this to that, but I am in tune. I'm gonna tell you that within 2 years from now, when the election happens, that price is about to shoot all the way up. See, because people get amnesia. People get amnesia. Remember, before the last election, Bitcoin at one point was only going for like $9,000. Then it went all the way up to 70,000. So Bitcoin right now is about 40,000, and it's something called a halving, which is every 4 years, Bitcoin does something. And I'm not going to go into it right now. I might have my brother on later on, and he'll talk about crypto. He's really big into it. He's the one that got me into it. But if you get into it right now, what do you think is going to happen? It's obvious. It's obvious that in 2 years, that the price is going to shoot all the way up. It probably go up to $100,000. It might go up even past that. So get ready. Get into it. Think about the future. Think about the future. Live in the present, but think about the future. All right. So how do you buy that? Go to Coinbase. Download an app and go to Coinbase. Download an app and go to crypto.com. Those are two really good places to get started if you're just beginning. And then there are many other coins that you can buy as well too. But I know what I know, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, I got to put that out there. But I know what I know. I know what I know. So I'm just trying to help out. I'm trying to get you guys prepared. Now that we talked about health and we talked about wealth, right? And there's let me talk about one more thing about wealth because, right? It's really easy to invest nowadays. It's so easy, even in stocks, Robinhood, you got all that kind of stuff, right? And the reason why I don't like stocks is because you don't own the stock, right? The government, if they want, they can actually seize. Excuse me. They can actually seize your stock. They can take it, and they've done this to me before. But guess what? A government can't come and cannot take this. Okay, a government can't come and the government can't take my cryptocurrency. It's in cold. It's in cold storage. They can't touch it. Doom, 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 doom. But for real though, they can't touch it. So that's why I'm big into these type of assets because a stock isn't a true asset. Okay. A four well not, I'm even gonna say a 401k, but bonds are not a true asset. An ETF is not a true asset. But another good asset, and I want to do this, but I just don't have time right now. And eventually I'll get there. But I want to show you guys how to open up a business. And it's easy. Like you guys know that I own a commercial cleaning business, right? Before the pandemic, when I said that I was an entrepreneur, I will always say I own a commercial cleaning business and kind of be embarrassed about it. And ever since the pandemic, everybody realizes how important it is to keep their establishment, their facility clean. Terrence Jones, what's up? Appreciate it, appreciate it. Greetings. Right? How important it is to keep the establishment clean. So my commercial cleaning business is booming right now. And the cleaning business is humble, but there's so much money out there. There's reoccurring customers, and there's a lot. There's a lot of money out there. And I want to show you guys exactly how to design it. I want to show you guys the ins and the outs of it, exactly how to do it. And I know how to do it because I'm doing it. I want to show you how to put it on Google. I want to show you how to literally make your pockets fat, right? So that you can have free time, so that you can end up making $2,000 in a day easily. It's not like it's really, really big money, but $2,000 a day is good. You can do that 3 days out the week. You can have $6,000 a week. $6,000 times four, that'd be $24,000 a month. $24,000 a month times 12. Think about it. This is possible, and I can show you check stub after check stub after check stub after check stub. So it's important having a business, and maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you want to do a t-shirt business, right? Like again, the girl who I was supposed to interview today, but it got canceled, which is why I'm doing this live. She makes she doesn't make, but she sells clothing, but it's plant based clothing, so it's not silk, it's not wool, it's not anything like that. It's like all plant based. So there's many different things that you can do. I mean, Nas talked about this on one of his songs. He said it's easy to make a meal. All you need is a skill. Then it's grind time, right? This is true. It's easy to make a meal. All you need is a skill. Then it's grind time. So I want to put that on there, but I want to say is that even if you don't got to wait for me, go on YouTube and figure out how to start a company, how to start a business, because that's a better asset than this. That's a better asset than cryptocurrency. Having your own business, nobody can fire you. Nobody, nobody can fire you. Nobody, right? So that's a really great thing. Now it's time to hop into some of this esoteric information. So it's this thing called. Well, what should we start first? Let's start first with the Anunnaki. Have any of you guys heard of Anunnaki? The Return of the Anunnaki in 2022. There's a book that was written. I forget the author's name, and this book is saying that the Anunnaki is going to return. You guys know I got my hands in a lot of stuff, right? I might lose my credibility for talking about stuff like this or whatever every credibility I have, but I don't care, right? So it's very important to take this into consideration. Let's say if they don't come, right? And nothing happens. Okay, big deal, cool. But let's say that if they do, and let's say if this forecast is right, the book talks about that. Well, first of all, before we even get into this, right? Because this could seem somewhat taboo. Let's just look at the past. There's something called an archaeologist. There's something called an anthropologist. There's something called people that look up past civilizations, civilizations of the past. Why? Because these civilizations, guess what? They got torn down. Something happened. This is talked about in many different documents and many different texts, right? From the Pompeii, where you had that big um, what was the name of it? That big volcano from the floods of the earth, from many different things, from Atlantis. They talked about a gigantic earthquake. Many things happen, right? We see this over and over and over and over again. So it's possible that this could happen. It's possible that there could be some type of event, that it could be an event that is coming from some other type of realm, if you will. People want to talk about and kind of laugh at UFOs and things of that nature, but yet they came up with something called no. They no longer call it UFOs. They call it AP. What was it? Aerial phenomena. APOs, I think it was APOs. That the government, as of last year, that they said, yeah, they can't explain these things. That it was people of many different walks of life, military, etc., who have witnessed phenomena that cannot be explained. That there are many ships that go underwater and many ships that go out of out of space. I don't know what's going on. People ask me, if is this earth flat or is it round? I don't know. People ask me, is there a hollow earth? I don't know. I only have my opinion. And I do think that the earth is flat, hollow. Do I think that it's flat? I don't know if it's flat or not. But it could be. It could be. Because I'm just tiny. I'm just a little ant, right? And I've had some experiences, but I haven't gotten I haven't gotten any visions of far as what the earth actually is. And I have somebody that I'm interviewing. His name is Anunnaki, ironically, and he talks about the earth. And I'm going to be uploading that video pretty soon. I'm going to be uploading a lot of podcasts that I've done this week. So I'm going to be uploading them all this week. So anyway, the Anunnakis are saying that those who are not in alignment, that they're going to be gone. Literally, that they're going to get rid of them. Who knows? Who knows? But if this is the case, are you prepared? Right? And I really highly recommend that you read that book. I actually wanted to go into it, but I don't even want to go deep into it right now. But being prepared, being prepared, being prepared, being prepared. Also, when it comes to the Looking Glass, they're talking about, if you guys heard of the Looking Glass, they talk about that there are going to be 70 different events that are happening this year. 70 different like big events that are happening this year. And the first one was supposed to be on April 18th, but nothing happened. So who knows, man? Who knows? But all I gotta say is be prepared. Everybody was talking about 2012. Nothing happened based on the Mayan calendar, and then we realized that the calendar was changed in the 1500s, or it could have been the 1600s, by Gregory Pope, and we adopted something called the Gregorian calendar. But there was another calendar that started with the C. I forget how to pronounce it, but that's the calendar that never got changed, and that's the calendar that's still being used in Ethiopia. And we know that that calendar is 8 years behind our calendar. So if that was the case, then 2012 actually was 2020. So they were accurate. There's a lot of Hopi prophecies. There's a lot of things that could possibly happen this year. This is a big year. I had a reading done by my sister Sheba, The Cars of Life. You can follow her on YouTube, The Cars of Life. She talked about the financial system being changed. That there was something that was going to happen with the financial system, and this was to take place somewhere in July. So all I gotta say is, ladies and gentlemen, be ready, be ready, be ready, be ready, be ready. And I want to stay on a little bit longer, but I can't because I just thought about something that I have something important to do, which is why I have to cut this short. But I want to appreciate each and every one of you for watching, for supporting me, for supporting the channel. Thank you very much. I am going to be doing more lives on YouTube. I think it's good for the channel because I be on TikTok a lot. I be on TikTok a whole lot. But it's time for me to get back to YouTube. It's time for me to get back to YouTube. So, again, thank you for supporting me. If you haven't done so, please hit the subscribe button, support the channel, pass this video around. I got a lot of information that's going to be coming out, a lot of good podcasts. Les Brown is going to be coming on today, right? I'm doing an interview with Les Brown. There's going to be many more with him. So, help me out. Help me out, help me out, help me out, and help yourself out. So, once again, thank you for watching. I hope that you have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year, and a great life. My name is Jonathan. Thanks for tuning in to Seven Circles. Peace.